Okay, so this is going to be a fairly quick video. It's a workaround on my 1988 Toyota 4Runner on how to replace the ignition lock cylinder. The lock cylinder itself is simply worn out and the key won't stay in it anymore, and now it's getting to the point where it won't consistently turn, especially when my wife tries to drive it. Now the problem is, back in here there is a pin that allows this cylinder to come out, and one of the instructions I found online said that basically you have to pull the steering wheel out in order to get to it. Well, that does work, because the culprit is the switch assembly, the blinker and washer switch assembly here, because like I said, it's right back in there. But with a little bit of handiness, you can manufacture a couple of tools that will enable you to do that without pulling the steering wheel. In fact, without even having to disconnect the battery. So the first one is this right here. And all it is a cheapo Phillips head screwdriver that's been cut or excuse me, Pollen-y today. I actually tried to bend it so that I could make my own tool roughly equivalent to this, but it broke off, so this was effective by itself. So with a long screwdriver, I was able to get to that screw and that screw and the same one on the other side. Just by turning the wheel into the right location, I was able to get at it enough to release those three screws. So then there's only one screw that's a royal pain in the butt to get to, and that is that one right there. It's right here, and it's located right behind the emergency flasher switch, and there's no way to get a straight screwdriver in there. So that by having an angle screwdriver, you can get in there and loosen that up enough. You don't actually even have to take it all the way out, but you do have to loosen it up enough to give this flexibility. Then the second tool is simply a 16-penny nail with a short bend in it, and I just put it in my vise and bent it over. And with that, then once you've got this loosened up here, you can reach that in there and pop that pin for both removal and reassembly. And that's all there is to it. So with a small bent nail and a bent Phillips screwdriver, you can replace that lock cylinder without having to pull the steering wheel.